Alright, I've already made this entire recording, but then stopped it because I had to get rid of it because I didn't have my microphone on. Now my microphone's on, so I'll do this again. This is what I currently have for my SSTWL FNaF-Like game. This is just a basic main menu for debugging purposes. It's got the four characters, Cold, Door Guy, Malay, and Callie, which can have their difficulty set from 0 to 20, just like good old FNaF. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm only going to be displaying the characters one at a time. So let's just start with Cold, maybe at 13 difficulty. Oh yeah, also the office. The office is pretty self-explanatory. A door on the left that leads to hallway 0, close the door, and a door on the right that leads to hallway 1. And then you can also turn off the power, which will deactivate your doors and cameras, and you can restart the power. Within the cameras, you can look at each of the rooms. Looks like Cold is in hallway 0. Once Cold enters one of the hallways outside the door, she'll start humming, or at least you'll start to hear her humming. I'm not going to close the door quite yet. There you go, see, she's at the door, so I'm going to close it now. Once you hear that bang sound, that's how you know she's gone. Then she will teleport to either room 1.4 or 0.4 once she hits the door and make it closer. I should probably explain how the rooms work. The first number is which side it's on, so if it starts with 1, like 1.4, then that means it's on the 1 side, and if it's 0, it's the 0 side, and then the second number is how many rooms away they are from the hallway. So room 0.1 is on the 0 side, 1 room away from the hallway. And 0.4 is 0 side, 4 rooms away from the hallway, 1.3, 1 side, 3 rooms away from the hallway. You get the idea. Cold will randomly start on either the 0 side or the 1 side, move down the rooms at a certain speed depending on her difficulty, and then spend a certain amount of time in the hallway before then trying to attack you, at which point you need to have the door closed. In that case, I opened the door at the last second to let Cold kill me so I could return to the main menu, because there is no death screen yet. You might be thinking, why don't I just have the doors closed the whole time? There is the balancing act there with Door Guy. We'll just set him to 20 difficulty. Essentially, if a door is closed for too long, he will appear behind the door. So I'll just have this door closed for a little bit too long and then open it, and that immediately killed me. Door Guy got it and killed me. So that just makes sure that you don't keep the doors open forever. Closed forever. You might be thinking that you could just keep both the doors closed so long as that door never reopens. Door Guy will never get in, which is why I introduced Malay, who I will put to 20 difficulty. Malay's whole deal is that she will occasionally, depending on her difficulty, randomly come into your system and hack you, which will cause your doors to open and close at random, as well as block a certain number of cameras, depending on her difficulty. I believe it's like, if she's at 20 difficulty, it'll be like 5. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, she's here. Now my doors are just kind of acting out. Yeah. She has every second she has a 50% chance to hack one of your doors, as well as blocking a few of your cameras with this funny placeholder screen. To make it go away, you just turn off the power to the whole system, which will temporarily deactivate your cameras and your doors, and then you can turn it back on after 3 seconds. So that's Malay. Here, I'll boot it out, because Malay can't actually kill you. Then the last character is Callie. Callie, depending on her difficulty, she will have a certain spawn rate, so higher the difficulty, the higher the spawn rate. When she spawns, it will make that rattling chain sound effect, that placeholder sound effect, and she will spawn into a random room. In this case, room 0.2, the 0 side, 2 rooms away from the hall. Looks like I took too long to do the thing that I was just about to mention, which means that Callie killed me. Let's do that again. Wait for it to appear. This button in the bottom left of the camera, that's just a default pink square right now. It is a flash button. It will do a flash of bright light into whatever room the camera you're currently on, which will blind Callie and make her go away, just like in Design Season 1. So I'll click that, and she goes away, and then I don't have to worry about her until I hear the chain rattles again. Even if I have both my doors closed, if I do not flash Callie in time, she will kill me, because, I mean, what are doors going to do against the left hand? So that's about as basic as it gets. Let's wait for her to kill me, even with both doors closed. Fantastic. And just for a little final gameplay demonstration, I'll just set them all to 15 and play with all of them. So right off the rip, I'm going to check what side Colt's on. She's on the one side, 4 rooms away. Since I don't need to have my power on right now and I don't want Malay to come for me, I'm just going to turn the power off. Alright, I hear humming, which means Colt is in the hallway on the one side. She's at the door. Close that up, and Malay's here, shoot. Alright, that bang sound means that she went away. Shoot, that chain sound played a little while ago, and Callie got me. Normally I wouldn't be so unlucky with Malay's RNG, which I do need to balance. I do need to balance Malay's RNG to make it so she can't appear while Colt is in the hallway and other stuff like that. But regardless, that's what I got so far. All it needs is, well, the code needs to be less spaghettified. It is a little bit spaghetti. And it needs art. It needs artwork. I can do animation and rendering and stuff, but I cannot do sprite work. It just needs each of these cameras is a sprite. It's a different sprite, which means, you know, they can be changed pretty easily. Just 1920 by 1080 PNG, just slap it on there, as well as all the UI elements and all that. Thinking of small little animation details as well, like flipping up the monitor just like an OG FNaF. The door obviously will be more than this 1 FPS animation, as well as maybe like a power bar. You get the idea. Just all the stuff that a game like this would need. That's all I've made so far for my SSTWL FNaF-Like. Yeah, that's about it.